team seeming to get out too far ahead as Razor looking for a play on mid.
Yeah, he's driving through. There is the turnaround though from Xiaohu. He does have Tarzan here, but the first blood still just comes through, and Tarzan diving onto Razov now underneath the turret, and it's a double for the little Tiger. My God!
Big Tiger now.
This is don't really have anything that you can do there towards the grubs with the rotation. As Razor maybe looking for a play here.
Yep, going to be spotted on a ward as he does make his way in, but there's Jun with the engage. They do a lot of damage, and Light will be going down. Jun's still going to be sacrificed, so a 1-for-1 in the end, but this might give Fnatic enough time to grab some plates as well. That is just going to be given over. I think the first dragon, not something you necessarily need to lose your minds over. 600 gold the lead for Weibo, but I think to go back to what we were talking about in the draft,
something difficult to deal with, and we'll see about the swaps if they can get it back, but currently Tarzan on the bottom side as we're still a minute away from that second grub pack spawning, and he wants to punish bot.
Yeah, as the bullet time to come through there, not really doing very much, but Noah still has to use the cleanse. The ignite comes down afterwards. Good sidestep there from at least Noah, but Jun unfortunately is going to be left to the wolves. Nice Magnet Storm just to make sure that his Varus is safe, but it's not going to keep him alive as Light gets his revenge.
Still massively successful. They have been able to get vision, set it up here, so they do still really want to go. I do think that the gold lead that is there for Weibo isn't by itself detrimental, but if they're getting caught off guard...
Razov does come through, does find the stun into the wall. The Impale comes through, but he was stunned. Not actually going to bring him anywhere, and Breathe with that ultimate is keeping himself alive for so long. Almost survives, but doesn't. Gets cut down by Noah. He's going to be traded through, though. Both top laners to go down as Chris getting taken down over and over again. You can see Razov down low. Jun as well, just trying to get out. The crash down, the flash, and Fnatic are out of there. But are they healthy enough to still fight for this objective?
I don't know about that. Humanoid, I think, flashed over there. They really needed more kills to make that worth their while.
Oh, Chris finding the interruption on the recall. Will be able to take down Humanoid there, and that means these grubs are working.
Obviously, topside was, I think, going to get taken nonetheless, with their bot lane already showing towards that bot wave. You can't really fight this topside right now. 3-0 on Xiaohu, I think, was okay. Definitely can't give this one up.
Yeah,
Oscar alone is not going to be enough. Again, 6 grubs.
Yeah, they're just hitting it. Tarzan as well can give attack speed over to Xiaohu. It is just going to be taken out, and that's what happens. I think you can't really adjudicate how much damage you're going to do in what amount of time with these 6 grubs there. It's just not really working. As Noah's been here for forever.
It's lethality Varus. Like, he's trying his hardest, but he doesn't have a lot of attack speed to get through the turret.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work. It's Chris taking a little bit of damage there, but not really too much to worry about as Noah finally does get through that structure.
This far behind for me is that even though, again, I think that composition is a little bit more playable when you are in a deficit because of the CC.
Crisp is deep.
But do you have the damage?
Very far forward as Breathe does get through the turret. Let's see how Eclipse is going to work here. Taxi's out with the Zenith Blade as now Oscar in, and he's trying to make his way, and he's teleporting right on top of 2 members of Weibo, and now he's dashing after Tarzan. Flashes over the wall. Tarzan should be taken down here, but meanwhile, the rest of the fight, the culling comes on through. Oscarin is able to finally take down the Nidalee as Xiaohu dashing through, finds that piercing light, but can he get anything more
Oscar,
as the wraparound's coming through? This could be the team fight. Another huge counter-strike onto 2 as Humanoid gets the kill on the Misfortune. The damage is falling, and Fnatic will find it.
It's the reverse Fnatic. They fell behind early.
Just now, as we were talking about it, and it's still a fair bit of vision available, a fair few traps available here. So Weibo do understand what's going on, but they will, I think, look to take down this turret first. And let's see whether Fnatic let them. It's another smash into the wall. Double Impale from Razov. There's the counter-strike as well. He barely needed it. Xiaohu just going to fall. Crisp immediately afterwards. And the rest of Weibo are reeling. They're going to lose the dragon. They could lose more.
Oh, it's still there! And Xiaohu tried to finish it. Xiaohu has flash, by the way. Crisp has flash, by the way. And they wanted to finish the turret.
Apologies, Atlas. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I don't think that one's been coined before. Please let me know if you have any
Atlas
idea.
Special.
Yeah. But you made me
flank or Crisp. He needs to stay on point. But as long as these summoners are there for this AD carry, I think Weibo are going to have a tough time as Breathe.
Yeah, Breathe is going to find Jun here, but also a few extra friends that maybe he didn't want to hang out with, as there's a teleport coming through as well. He is soaking a lot. The Sterix is going to be there. The zoning Impale comes through, and the culling just ticks tickling Oscar Innen, who still dives forward. I'm not sure about that one. Xiaohu going to finish him off in the end. Bullet time not doing a whole lot of anything, and the minion wave is there to soak these spears. In the end, it is going to be a 1-for-1. Both top laners falling down, but Crisp losing his health bar, and Tarzan just don't think he can quite do enough here. Going in that last fight, that made me feel good. Even though it was objectively not a great moment in the fight for Fnatic,
Just
him
remembering
having that killer
yesterday.
instinct, it's a great thing to see here for Fnatic up against Weibo right now. Because I think they still need to hold on to that. They still need to not be afraid to just go in for these fights, find these angles.
Again, Weibo can give this up when it comes to the power of the objective, but they might feel like they are on a timer. Brief looking for a flank, does get marked by Oscar, and not a lot of vision available here.
Yeah, Breathe gonna get pushed away. Counter-Strike not really gonna find too much, but Fnatic kind of getting split here as Humanoid off to the side. Doesn't want to have to flash to get in towards a fight here. And Xiaohu clearing out vision over and over. It is going to be the Drake picked up as Razork. You can see it. He wants to find the angle, but that is a beautiful interruption. And the bullet time coming through as well, going to soften them up. The piercing arrow.
With Renekton, it's a lot easier to get out of possible collapses. For Syndra, not really going to be the case. Same for Noah. But right now, it doesn't look like Weibo really wants to leverage that possibility. Instead, just again, going for these, looking for the 5v5s. I don't know if that's the way to go against Fnatic, because this front line is beefy.
And these last 20 seconds, Weibo have been losing resources with the Jack split push.
Yeah, Xiaohu trying to get in there. Chris with the flash. Zenith Blade does try to get Humanoid out of the fight. Xiaohu just going to be taken down, though. Noah says no. That is going to be the bullet time. So there's a trade of mid laners now, but Fnatic feel like they still want this fight, and you can understand why. Chris thrown into the blender and will be chopped down. And they are not done yet. Smacked into the wall is the Crocodile, and Breathe just has to slice and dice his way out.
Dragon fight.
Yep, comes in immediately here as Razork playing Dodge the Spear. Game that you're sort of forced into playing when there's a Nidalee on the field. That is going to be the Ocean Drake being taken down to about half health already here as Spear's being avoided. Oscar Innen still just trying to play that front line, and Razork, if he stands in front of his team, it's very difficult to get anything past him. You can see he's so incredibly tanky, and that is going to be that third Ocean taken down, and now he's driving forward, finds the slam into the wall. The Impale goes down as well. The Magnus Storm just sucks them all in. And the Renekton Nidalee just lying on the floor in an instant.
Fnatic actually know that Humanoid getting chunked there was a win for them, because Humanoid's teleport is not going to have any use in the fight, but the ultimate from Crisp, the ultimate from Light that were used to chunk him out were expended, and so Fnatic have the advantage in the fight. They take the objective, they get the kill, and they're going to take Baron too.
Cross map being set up here for Weibo. Xiaohu going for that, but that's, I think, all they're going to get. Oscar has been sent over, can TP in case of a crazy Weibo contest, but that's not coming through. And Fnatic, I think the expectations, particularly after some of their previous games, not going to be very high, but what's the key
so
thing?
much control, and you can see they're playing as if they have checkmate. They've been playing like that for the last 10 minutes. That could worry some people, but we'll see whether it works out.
That, but now comes actually killing the Nexus, and I think first getting inhibitors, right? Makes it so much easier to play the map.
I hear you do have to do that. There was a team that we had that got caught up with the whole inhibitor debacle, so yes, you do need to kill those.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. As Fnatic now just looking for a minion wave in mid lane. Top lane is not really something that they can play through right now, but bottom mid is somewhere that they should be able to crack at least.
Yeah, Oscar should be going back there, catch that one, so that they're at least playing on 2 waves, but they want to be careful. Weibo have been very proactive about continuously looking for these fights.
I mean, from this point on, it is just so easy for Fnatic. Because Weibo's comp has just run out of steam, and Fnatic have all the advantages here. They have an advantage in split push, they have an advantage in siege. Their front line is massive. Weibo would have to come up with some miracle play from Crisp, honestly. A Leona ultimate would be their dream scenario.
Crazy flank.
Yeah, Breathe looking for that angle. You can see the Crocodile making his way in. Crisp going to start up the fight as Razork just a brick wall in front, and they will just choose to kill the Leona, and she's going to go down extremely quickly. The bullet time not really doing too much. The culling following suit, and Oscar dives into that backline and triple kill just instantly. That's one heck of a counter-strike for that engage as Breathe not going to be doing enough here. And Jun just going to come back just to help out with these guys as Razork is immortal. This Skarner is never going to die. At least not for the rest of this game, as now Fnatic looking to push further forward and try to break open this base.
And Noah falls, but I don't think he's going to be feeling bad about this one, Kobe.
It's Fnatic with the outscale. It's Fnatic with the comeback.
Oh my goodness, this was not on my bingo card this morning, but I'm very happy to sketch it in crayon as these Nexus turrets are falling down, and Fnatic on their home turf will not be pushed away by Weibo in game one. Not with that early game composition, they'll move up.
Does look like Weibo, at the very least, want to figure out what is happening here.
Yeah,
They actually want to commit to a fight.
I like that. Number one goal, let's figure out what's happening here.
Why? to be fair, in terms of lane swaps, I do think that's a good call. Are they actually going to commit to the level one?
What's happening here is a level 1 5-on-5. So we figured out
That's what's happening?
All right, we've got a crash down though as Breathe is kind of separated. Does have Counter-Strike, probably one of the best abilities for level 1 in the game.
Oscar in, and he's firing these harpoons, man.
He's finding a lot of value as well. He's running pretty hot right now, looking for another angle there. Does find the last one. That is, I want to see the damage done here.
Guaranteed combo. The only thing you give up is vision of your jungler when you pass through mid, and Weibo looking to punish on that.
Yeah, information over to both sides here, as that is going to be Tarzan locking down the blue buff. Gets the crash into the wall as well, as Noah's going to come on over. Level 3, Breathe taking a fair bit of damage now as Humanoid. He can rotate over as well.
They're going in.
Possibly in trouble. There's the crash down. Crisp taking so much damage, but he flashes to get away. Razok doing exactly the same thing. Noah just standing there looking for someone to hit, as Razok should be taken out, but not before they get the kill on the Rakan. And now Shao, who remember doesn't have
He's
flash,
stuck.
and is now in the Thunderdome, but the rest of Weibo are there, trying to keep him safe. And it looks like Fnatic will just back away.
Good escort, and it looks like both teams said, okay, game number one, it was a little bit low action, little bit too slow paced.
What was it?
Well, compared to this it was.
Well, Noah is now coming on over. Maybe this is just an extended fight, as they will just let the Jacks go home. Tarzan, he wants to be able to take this Rift Scuttler, and maybe we'll just have waves being attacked, as Jun just...
Quite nice there for Weibo. Honestly, the player that I had my magnifying glass on from the Champion Select in light on his Ezreal.
Almost grabs a second as well here on the side of Weibo. But Noah and Jun just going to try and make this one an honest one, a little bit of an Australian lane swap as the bottom lane moves towards topside.
Quite early as well, considering normally this happens to try and get... Oh!
Whoa, there's the flash in, the Shattering Strike, and the bullet time comes through. Crisp, there was nothing he could do about it. It's now Tarzan looking for an opportunity. They're not going to be...
Coming up with a couple of big engages in this game as well. He was the one who started out the bottom side skirmish for their side as well. And it was a little bit of acting, with Razor kind of walking back the other direction. Razor kind of made them look the other way, as Humanoid does get hit with a shockwave for now.
Yeah, Crisp going to battle dance forward. No flash from Humanoid, just holds onto it and doesn't actually need it. So nicely done. Equalizer has to be used here towards the bottom side just to try and get Breathe off of Oscar in.
It due to the completed items here.
Yep, looks like Fnatic will just be able to take this one down. Crisp is going to poke his head in and see what's going on, but Tarzan not in the area, and that is going to mean the Dragon does go over to Fnatic. We've got another Ocean Soul back-to-back this game. A lot of brushes, as now Crisp is going to get slowed down, but it's Rakan. Fair bit of mobility as far as options there. They get the teleport out. Razok just holds onto the ulti. But now the Magnus Storm still comes in. Bullet time doing so much work. It's Crisp burning down, but still going to be able to escape. And now Breathe on the flank angle, and he finds Jun, takes him out. And that is going to be the second kill in the fight as Razok hits the deck. Weibo, they struck a little bit late in that one, but it worked out.
After acquiring their objective, then Weibo strike and get some extra money.
Oh, Tarzan gets over the wall there. Suppression does come on through as now Humanoid down to 50% as Light throwing out these mystic shots, doing so much work as Humanoid gets over the wall, avoids the rock, but is now...
Just like in game number one, Weibo is going to be able to pick this up.
Ooh, Oscar able to take this turret as well.
He has been left to his own devices in the bot lane, so just pushing away. First turret blood to come through.
Oh, John looking for a little bit of a wraparound here as Razok not able to get the interruption on the back. There goes the Rift Herald. Tarzan collects that one. We'll see whether we get an earlier turret take in mid lane this time, as if at first you don't succeed, let's just do it again. As he does get charmed, doesn't quite work out as Crisp with the quickness finds one charm. There's the knock up, the flash forward into the Impale. Shockwave layered on top. Man, that looked completely unplayable for Humanoid.
Damage as Herald is dropped mid. We do have Brief with a teleport. This time the wards not quite as good as they were in the previous play.
So Humanoid a little bit far up here as they're trying to get some control. Shattering Strike comes in, another crash down as there's the Equalizer doing a lot of work. And there goes the Skarner, couldn't do anything about it at all. It's Chris battle dances his way out. And the Rift Herald does get a charge, might get a turret, but I don't think they'll get a Dragon.
Deja vu?
Yeah.
Okay, this time it does go down.
Okay, yeah, finish.
Whew.
All All right, Breathe is in the top lane, though, looking to try and trade Dragon for an inner turret. It's going to be a large influx of gold here for Weibo if he's able to get it, especially if they get a cheeky Oscar in and with it, as Jun coming up, trying to keep himself alive. As they're taking a lot of damage. Chris going to have to get out of there. The Rumble does fall, but I think they'll be trading top laners as Breathe looking to get out. That's going to be Noah collecting the kill as well. It's the worst possible scenario. As now Humanoid, he's got some more dashes. Light comes in, and Humanoid goes out, but Xiaohu may not be so lucky. Noah's flashing forward. He's a psycho, but it's working as Light.
I think the feeling of trepidation that both of you are experiencing right now is because this still comes down to the next big team fight.
Oh, yeah.
It still comes down to the next big breaking point here, because it has certainly not been determined yet.
Well, Chris taking a fair bit of damage here is interrupted. No blast cone for you. The equalizer thrown down doesn't quite work out, but Crisp is already dead. Tarzan getting closed in on him. Breathe gonna have to be an absolute hero here, but he's knocked up. The Skarner's taken out. Razzle with an amazing flash, but Light is now in the fight, and Noah will be taken out. It's a double. It is gigantic. Triple now for the Ezreal. Make it a quadra, and Light turns up, and the lights are out for Fnatic.
Oh my God!
Not taking a whole lot of damage at the moment. Immortal Skarner seems to be a theme as well in this series.
He's on vision. He's on vision.
Yeah, Tarzan does get himself over. Not going to quite find the stun, though, as Breathe gets into that backline. This Counter-Strike not quite as good, but Humanoid still going to get taken out of the fight. Another shockwave on absolutely everyone in that particular area, and Jun going to get taken out in the end. Breathe going to finish him off, and I feel like Weibo, they may have just started this snowball rolling.
Yeah, that's going to be Dragon denied from Fnatic, and possibly then turning everything over towards the Baron area of the map. I mean, it's 25 seconds on both Noah and Razork. Weibo just control the entire map.
And that one team fight, really good for Weibo, but not backbreak. I think this one is. It denies the soul, it further builds the gold lead, and even if Weibo don't end up getting the Baron, which to be fair, I don't think there's a lot that Fnatic can do, even if they wouldn't, they would be the first ones that would be able to get the back in, get back out on the map, and at this point, Fnatic wasn't going to be able to contest, and as we see, Weibo pick it up even further, building upon that gold lead.
Yep, the Baron is going to be...
The secondary tower here really does not stand a chance.
Well, Breathe probably going to find out that there is a Jun in that brush. So far, he's a bit of a secret agent, finds a Magnet Storm onto 3. The cease and desist comes in. The Ezreal has been taken out, but Humanoid have to sacrifice himself for it. The knockups are beautiful, though. Crisp able to answer back, and Noah gets caught in the impale. I think that Weibo might just be too far ahead, and even though that grand entrance didn't work, it's only Jun trying to clip Klopp away.
That's the beauty of a triple carry composition. Yes, Light gets taken out, but they have more than enough damage with the rest of the members.
Yeah, Jun trying to get to his fountain here. I don't know whether he's going to be successful. There's hungry Weibo players, and it's Xiaohu that's able to cash in 4-0-13 on this Orianna, looking so much better, and Weibo looking to even out the series.
Yeah, and they're going to get at least 2 here in the inhibitors, with Breathe immediately after that fight went mid to push the mid wave, so they got value out of both Baron buffs, pushing topside, pushing mid. They successfully get 2 inhibitors off of that fight.
Good call.
All right, because they got both top and mid inhibitors, very easy for Weibo now to finish the pressure. Just rotate over towards bottom side, push up the wave. Here comes the siege. Fnatic trying to pull off a last stand here.
It's going to have to be an absolute miracle. The True Shot Barrage does go wide. Razork tried to get in there just to push Crisp away, and he's just not going to even listen to him. There's a flash forward, though. They find the ultimate onto Xiaohu, but he just goes golden. And now it's Weibo's turn to throw a volley back. The 2-man shockwave is beautiful, and Light is absolutely untouched this time around. Humanoid has some mobility, but unfortunately he's moving only to the death chamber in this instance. 2 of these Nexus turrets will be taken out, and Weibo are going to even out the series here up against Fnatic.
If things are going well pre-6, you're feeling good as Razork might have snuck in here.
Yeah, gets behind them. No Shattering Strike to come down, but now the Vault Breaker is good. Light in a bit of trouble. Only level 4 for Razork as Crisp tries to come around. He's still burning. Razork flashes underneath and picks up the kill. He's still in so much trouble. The minions gets the...
Really leading the charge with a lot of that. But Swain transforms your team fight. Now he's under attack, though.
Yeah, does pop that ultimate. Let's see whether he can keep trying to take these health bars. That Demon Flare not going to be working out just yet.
He also did not use it.
Are we still trying to work out how we feel?
Shrunk. And when looking at the CS, we do see Weibo actually across the board doing well as Jun. Will be able to get the cancel.
Yeah, it does just crash down his way out. The flash impale from Tarzan, though, and even though the satchel does go off, it does nothing at all. Crisp is going to be the one, unfortunately, to grab go down for Weibo. This snowball's really starting to roll.
Yeah, I mean, the Gnar is absolutely destroying up
Lights
there.
low.
Yeah, this could be a little bit of a problem here. Cease and assist, they just look to go in onto Tarzan. Mega Inferno Bomb does a lot of work. Crash down. So much CC in the bouncing bomb to finish him up. And now with the teleport, Breeze comes through. There's the Never Moving Lights in so much trouble. Oh, man. Very close as the minefield. Not quite enough. And now Xiaohu looking to make his way in. He's on vision. They have to just all in for this one, I think, as the Comet almost taking down Light. But he should be able to get himself out. Xiaohu, that is a long wrap around. As Noah should be able to get a play here.
Fight this. They're teleporting, a possible teleport from Humanoid. He's recalling to base now. There we go.
Yeah. They want to fight this.
It's so dangerous. Like, Fnatic's, their circles are online, gentlemen.
Okay,
and
so
could be very scary. And so Weibo just going to give it up with the setup there.
It's 700 gold swing. I think it was up 300 gold. And now it will be...
Entire game. That is going to be secured here as well. So Tarzan will be able to put that one down. That is another turret destroyed.
That's another.
Yep.
So Fnatic, it really now is a, what, like 3-4 plays in a row are just going to get shredded, even if you can drain. So Fnatic, I think they need a good fight. One bad fight and they go in.
Cease and assist comes down. There's the combo with the Mega Inferno Bomb, and Noah locks down that kill and Impale to try and pull Razork back, but he's pretty tanky, and he's able to get himself out. Meanwhile, a bit of a battle towards the top side, but that is going to be the interruption.
That's big.
Should be free Dragon.
That should be it.
TP towards top side here.
Yep, True Shot Barrage gets a fair bit of information at the same time. Xiaohu looking to try and get that dive to work out. It should be the Dragon going on over, but can Oscar be okay as he dives in? The charm is gorgeous. The flash pretty good, but back underneath the turret they go. They're surviving for so long. Breathe will be able to tank that last shot, and Xiaohu finishes him off.
Some praying there in the audience going on. Fnatic do still get the Dragon, but that
is going to be able to get on top of this blue. Crisp seems to be everywhere this game, and now they're just looking to try and defend this bottom side, but that turret is just gone. Grand Entrance doesn't really do too much. The flash out from Razork, the Mega Inferno Bomb, just to try and get them out of here. Great position to try and push this one out. I don't think she's going to be charging into this turret because I think it's an inhibitor that's going to be in front of her. As now Tarzan going to be able to get Noah out of there. Good satchel defensively, but the inner turret is also going to fall. And it's as if they've got Baron, but they don't even have Baron. They're taking everything down here as the Swain going to have to try and go back, but that is a charge onto an already dead turret. And Shelly will eventually at this point in time. And so now Noah going to have to try and get out of there. The rock is going to be avoided, but Tarzan still looking aggressive. I don't think there's very much the Ziggs can do about how incredibly tanky Tarzan is. Razork moving towards that top side of Xiaohu, chasing after Humanoid. Charm going to be avoided, still taking a fair bit of damage. Vision of Empire, fair bit of damage there as well, as True Shot Barrage will clip him. Humanoid down to 50%, Razork trying to get in. Jun, he eventually presses the button, and that is going to be a beautiful pullback, but you can see Crisp, he's still able to get out of there. Breathe can tank up for so long because he's so extraordinarily fed, and they're limping away, but they're getting away. Noah has to flash, and he eventually gets it. Pretty big here.
One. As TP, they are full committing towards this Dragon, knowing that Fnatic wants to look. They know, but will they be in time?
Yeah, can they do anything about it? As you can see, Weibo, I think they're looking for a turn. Fnatic fully grouped, trying to get themselves in there.
Oh, that Mega Gnar.
Yeah, that Gnar is looking absolutely gorgeous here from Breathe. Does he have an angle, though? Can he get himself in there? There is the wallop. It does go wide, as now the cease and assist on top of Breathe finds an R under 3. As now Weibo looking to try and get in. In goes Humanoid. This demonic ascension is massive. Still, it's Tarzan that's taking down the Baron. But can they kill this Swain? He flashes on top of them. And the answer is yes. They can indeed kill the Swain. Now, Jun, nowhere to go. Tarzan pushing them around. And Fnatic, we're just a bit too far behind.
Weibo slammed the door shut on Fnatic's hope. That is a clean ace plus the Baron.
If Razork gets that smite, if Humanoid has a stopwatch, that could have been the difference maker. None of that, though, as Weibo, the confidence, again, brief. It looked like there was for a second there a chance of him dying, but that man knows his limits.
If there wasn't such a big wallet difference, then maybe. Then Fnatic probably could have done a little bit there.
It was really big.
But the wallet difference ensures that Breathe survives.
And he opened the base like, what, 5-6 minutes ago? Or the bot side push.
Well, now these inhibitors are still standing for the minute. There might be another fight, but look at this raid boss making his way forward. This Gnar is more than mega. We need another word.
Giga Gnar.
Giga Gnar, there we go. It's beautiful. As Humanoid should be able to get rid of this minion wave using the Sith Lightning. Breathe now finds himself a little bit alone. I'm trying to do the math. I'm trying to figure out whether 5 members of Fnatic are enough to deal with it. And I think we've got enough tape to say that maybe that is debatable. As Chris now helping on a bit of an angle here. Cease and desist going to be used here. Razzle gets himself in. They look for Breathe. They get him down low once again, and finally he falls. But at the same time, it's a triple for the Ezreal, making another quadra kill. And you stop thinking about trying to kill Light at your peril. As 4 lying on the floor in an instant, and Xiaohu just trying to keep Noah out of there. These Nexus turrets are next on the menu, and Weibo Gaming will keep themselves alive here in the Swiss stage, and unfortunately we have to say goodbye to Fnatic.